Welcome back, guys. I'm gonna do a voiceover one take, so we're gonna be on this ride together. Completely genuine take here. So, starting this second week of high intensity training, I unfortunately was not able to record any of my first week because I could not find my tripod. And then I randomly found it and was super excited to record this and loved the way that this came out. So super excited to show you guys. So obviously starting off with lying leg curls. I believe that I got 13 reps initially, and then I started doing rest pauses, which for people that don't know, that's when you are doing your normal amount of reps, go till you can't anymore. You take a 10 to 15 second rest and then you go again 1 or 2 times. That was my original intention. But then I actually started doing these last week and I just felt like I could do more, so why not? So ended up getting more than I anticipated for literally every single exercise. And I have been absolutely loving the pump. The pump has been insane. The soreness has also been amazing. I normally do not get sore on legs, no matter how slow I control the weight. I try to do it like a bodybuilder, try to be within a certain percentage of what I feel like my 1 rep max is, because I haven't done a 1 rep max in a long time. And I will definitely get sore, but for my legs, maybe they'll get sore for like a day and then it's over. But so far I'm on like day 3, still feeling sore, and I love that feeling. For me, if I am not sore after my workouts for at least a couple of days, I just don't feel mentally gratified, and it makes me feel like I need to do more. So high intensity training has been absolutely it for me. I'm hopping over here to leg extensions, and as you guys might have noticed in the top left corner, I posted the reps and weight using the RP Hypertrophy app. I just took some screenshots and posted them up in the corner. Really loved doing that. Just another reason I was super excited was to share that. And just like with everything I do, I've said this before and I will always say this, that controlling the weight in both directions as much as I can is super helpful and highly recommended for everyone to, be in control of the weight. You're going to prevent a ton of injuries if you are in control versus you just blowing up the weight and letting the weight crash down. You're also building optimal muscle growth because you're engaging your muscles for prolonged periods of time at every point of the motion. So yeah, I highly recommend this for everyone to do. Yeah, still going here. I don't even know what rep I'm on, but you can see it from the grimace on my face. Like, I was really pushing myself. And also wanted to point out that I cut out the breaks in order to save time. So I saved the breaks for the beginning of every exercise, and then I cut them out after, just for people to gauge perspective of how much time I'm really taking off in between these reps. Yeah, I almost never get off leg leg extensions like that. I was genuinely just in, my pump was just so insane. Like, it was just a really amazing feeling. And then we hop over to standing calf raises. Same idea as always. Get that stretch at the bottom. In control, both directions, bottom and top. It is obviously very exhausting to do it this way, but I'm not there to make it easy for myself. I am here to grow muscle. I don't care how much it hurts as long as there is no injury. And when I say hurts, I'm not trying to say that it is a painful in a negative way. It hurts as in like a burn. And you can really just feel like the blood flowing. I don't show it here, but afterwards I grabbed my calves and the pump was just so insane. Like I I don't even know how I was walking because there was just so much blood there that it's like how do the muscles flex with all that blood? It's kind of crazy. Yeah, putting the weight back down, super duper exhausting. I can tell you right now that I felt the burn all the way to my toes. That's how hard I'm like controlling the weight, especially on the stretch going down. You have to engage your toes if you really want to keep the grip and not fall off. At least that's what I do. Yeah, I believe here I got about 50 reps. Yeah, we're still on that single take, so I'm not leaving you guys. Yeah, this pain was insane here. Also, I officially have a lavalier mic, so I'm going to be attaching that to my phone when I'm at the gym. So instead of doing these voiceovers, I'm super excited to actually just have the commentary at that moment instead of having to recall the feeling. So I cannot wait to do that. And here we go for hip adductors, hip adduction. Here I do not go high intensity. I just do what I feel is a challenging weight, and I go for more of a pump kind of a feel. I still feel like I can just do a ton on that exercise. So the weight and reps look like a lot, but that I almost am lifting the entire machine. I just left a plate there just cause. And then here, and I'm going to trap bar deadlifts. I really wanted to squat, but people at my gym actually squat. And I say that because there are so many gyms that I've seen that people don't really squat. It's becoming more and more popular, which is fantastic. So yeah, I just did what I could here. Obviously, it's not purely quad or hamstring focused like a squat, a barbell squat, but I really actually mostly wanted to focus on my glutes here. Um, Honestly, this gives me a great pump in the glutes. The only thing I wish it didn't have to do is that it also works my back. So, and my biceps too, because holding on to that stuff is exhausting. Even though it is light, just holding it for such a prolonged period with minimal breaks, since I haven't deadlifted in a long time, is exhausting. And lastly, wrapped it up with some leg raises, hanging leg raises, and absolutely love these for the lower abs. Cannot recommend them enough. To really try to get this feeling on the lower abs, I try to tuck my pelvis more instead of thinking of it as just kicking your feet up. I'm trying really hard to just move my pelvis or move my lower abs more than anything. You still have to move your legs, but try to make that as a secondary motion. I mentioned this kind of thing before with doing back exercises. Like, first you're moving your back and then you want to think about moving your arms. So it's the same principle here. Think about using the main muscle first and then the secondary thing. Yeah, by this point I was honestly very exhausted. and I could not wait to finish. As much as I loved this, as much as I do love this, I love working out. I'm just like everyone else, and I have my times where I'm like, all right, can we get out of here now? Like, I'm done. And speaking of done, the video is done. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next.